Welcome back, viewers. Syndrome here with Breaking the Stream Gaming. Today, I'll be continuing my playthrough of Age of Wonders Planetfall Galactic Empire mode. Picking up where we left off last time, we are just about to complete our second anomalous site. We're facing a few threats here. We have quite a few monster generators that I'm going to need to clean up, as well as heading back to the Mathematic Institute of Technology in order to reclaim that for my capital city. So let's go ahead and continue on with the game. I'm going to be able to make it just outside the range of that MIT. In our capital, what should we go ahead and produce? Why don't I... Let's go ahead and build a throne. We're going to be declaring a lord for that pretty soon anyway. And anything we can build down there? Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and turn here. This should wrap up the anomalous site. Alright, anomalous site, we're going to gain an essence arc, which is a rather nice spot. It allows us to create a drained unit, which is a tier 1 Heriter creature. I like mods that let me create units. Any hits that it absorbs are going to be hits that the rest of my party doesn't take, so always nice. And 200 research is definitely nothing to sneeze at, especially since that's going to get us quite a bit closer to champions. Oh yeah, that just took 3 turns off the amount of time it'll take us to get to champions. Man, that is coming up quicker than I thought. I'm going to have to really focus on infrastructure in my production site, which is actually my capital, since I do not have the elite building structure. Alright, for our hero here, you know what? I think that I'm going to go ahead and make her a energetic efficiency colony lord. Ordinarily, I would do that with my leader, but you know, he's already so close to advanced piloting that I think this just makes more sense. So we'll get that for her and then link her to the primary city. So in 3 turns, they'll start getting a 10% production boost. We have just acquired Quantum Gain, so our second additional doctrine slot. Let's see, I think that what we're going to want to take here is the Cosmite structure. Now, I do actually have quite a few rivers running through my territory. You know what? Actually, never mind. Let's go ahead and get environmental conditioning so that we get the food bonus that comes with that. Okay, we're also going to... Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that was being defended. Well, that seems like it should be an easy fight, especially with free tactical operations. Yeah, all right. So we've claimed that, so now let's go ahead and annex that to our capital. And let's just send this guy for... Alright, let's go ahead and put out the pre-battle predictions. That's a nice doctrine that's going to start all of our units with 1 stack of precog with the beginning of every fight. Okay, now we've got a medium anomalous site also that just spawned off of our second one that we did there. Well, we've got a few options here. Now, I could go and try and take this city, but yeah, medium anomalous sites can give some really good stuff. So I think that I might as well try and acquire that right off the bat here. But first, let's just take out this spawner. Ooh. Well, she barely survived. I'm definitely going to take the energy here. Wow, yeah, she survived with 1 life left. She didn't have the regeneration abilities, so that was a legitimate survivor. Nowhere that my leader can get just yet without risking his life, so I'll just keep him with the stack. Well, I mean, 3 turns out from champion, so I'm definitely going to get advanced piloting. Okay, go ahead and turn here. Really? Oh, man. Okay, so I didn't hold MIT for very long at all. Okay, well, nothing we can really do about that except we're just gonna have to march up there and take them out. Yeah, that's a shame, but what can we do? Now that kind of changes my plan here. I was going to start building a research site off of that, but I guess we'll just continue to accumulate population, and I'll switch over to research production. That'll get us champions next turn. Down here, okay, we've already built a residential sector. Let's go ahead and build a throne here as well. Yeah, nothing else we could really do there. Okay, our colony is being attacked by a shepherd. Shepherds are rather mean. They can summon units, so we should be fine here, but you never know. Yeah, quite fine. Ooh, but if multiple attacks. Okay, good. That unit actually walked off, so where is our scout? Oh man. Okay, champion research has been done, so now we're going to go straight to flawless divination. Well, I'm right here, so I might as well take out this quest stack. And then we're going to head back down here and take out this other quest stack. Another level on Hours to the Pilot. This time we'll go ahead and get her Trailblazers so that she can keep up. And why don't we get her Vitality for a couple of extra hit points. Alright, we're up to 250 renown. 50 more and we can get another Doctrine, but we're short on Doctrine slots at the moment. Alright, looks like we've Right. Right, so we've finished environmental conditioning, so let's go ahead and switch up our research now. Um, decisions. Now, we're going to need aquatic development fairly soon, and we're always going to need more cosmite. But you know what? I think that I want to go for residential development so that we can get the second tier of the residential sectors, and also our racial ability, which gives happiness and research. All right, with our main stack here, let's go ahead and head down there. We're just going to send in our second hero there. All right, we lost a unit, but, you know, our first casualty, not going to complain about that. And our leader, let's get him onto that node as soon as possible. Shoot. That stack came back to MIT. That is annoying. Okay, well, we're just going to have to keep waiting with that. Our army is out of position now, so nothing we could really do. Let's see. They should be growing soon. Going to take a couple more turns for them to get up to the level which they could acquire another region. But as soon as they do, we're going to go in and buy this food landmark off of the Autonoms. Now I really just want that unit to attack our capital so that it dies. I mean, playing this is not going to work out the way we want it to. We're never going to be able to get that quick enough for that army to have to fight its militia. So that's kind of disappointing, but we'll get it eventually. Okay, our leader can get on that medium anomaly site this turn. So 2 turns until the first trigger based off that happens. Now, I think that what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send my army back up north and see if they can deal with that stack up there. My leader should be fairly safe here. I don't recall seeing any wandering stacks down there. So we should be able to claim this anomalous site without any issues. Man, we're already up to level 12 there. Yeah, we need to get rid of that stack as soon as possible so that we can further claim a production site there. So that we can get our champion production up and running. Though, since we can't actually build any exploits just yet, we might as well begin on the elite military facility. Alright, that army should be more than sufficient to take MIT. Eventually. We're going to lose our scout. That's a shame. Alright, that army is finally dealt with. Now let's go ahead and just send our Skyre up there to claim it. And let's see, what should we do with the rest of the stack? Well, I guess we can send them off this way and see what's defending that transmission terminal. Yeah, we got another quest out there too, so that probably makes the most sense. Okay. Well, we've already got our energetic lord, so I think it probably makes sense to now make our commander an agrarian lord. And then we're going to link him to a separate company. Nice little research reward there. That'll speed us along nicely. Okay, what do we have here? We have a shadow in the corner of our field of view. When we feel like we're being watched. Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can calm this spirit down before we move out, since clearly I'm not going to be able to destroy it with just my leader there. Okay, that finished residential research for us. Now we could move on to accelerated force deployment, but that's going to take quite a while to research. Probably makes sense to stick with some of the earlier ones, get our Cosmite and Aquatic development up and running. Okay, this stack, let's get them over there and see what they can see. Okay, that's nice. Not a huge effect, just all units gain fast movement. I'm okay with that. Ugh. I hate when they demand Cosmite, but I can't risk peace with them over it, so I'll give in. And the Autonoms are demanding our money, so same thing. Now we have Syndrome, the Dark Lady, wanting to join our army here. Now, we could get her, or we can request another hero, which would get us another Oathbound hero. She doesn't really have any skills that are going to be beneficial to a mech pilot, other than Skitter, which is really good. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and request another. All right. We gained the Compassionate trait, which gives friendly units plus 200 morale, so that's quite nice. And another 200 research, which is, also very nice. Let's see. We're definitely not going to shoot it, so let's go ahead and follow this dream cultist, see where he leads us. Okay, colony infrastructure research. Let's go ahead and get aquatic development as well. As for that unit, let's see here. We have 948 power versus 473, so definitely not going to be taking that out. Let's see what we are with our Skyre there. Only 573. I guess we did lose our Paladin Protector. Now, I could research the operation which would let me promote these Paladins. But it's kind of a bad deal, especially since we're so close to getting champions. Speaking of which, now that we've annexed that sector, let's go ahead and get... Ooh. The only way for us to claim that, as my note, is with a residential sector, which can't be put in mountains, so not going to be able to claim that. Well, I suppose then let's just go ahead and grab one of these production sites. And we're actually going to send our Skyre down to buy this off of the Autonom, since we're getting rather close to annexing another city with Ragsdale there. We'll upgrade the residential sectors there. And for 60, good wait. Now here, for 24, yeah, we'll quick produce that. Now, we have a lot of things that we need to build. But we don't really have sufficient infrastructure to begin our mass champion production. Why don't I do this? Let me make the best champion that I can for the moment. Just one, and hopefully that'll be enough for us to get by for the time being. So we'll go ahead and give him a Battle Pattern Analyzer, the Oath of Devotion, and the Oath of Loyalty. And then we'll just produce him. 5 turns. Ouch. Okay, well, is what it is. That's what we get when we don't have any reductions in unit production cost, but that'll swiftly drop. Now for our leader, let's go ahead and upgrade him to a Paladin Champion. And then we're going to put our hero in his marquee. Okay, we're out of Cosmite, so no mods we can put on there. Alright, I think that'd be good for now. And let's see what we get out of this anomalous site. I'm hoping that maybe we get a unit or something that'll help us along, but you know what? I'm not going to turn down 300 research. Okay, 3 options. We can disrupt the ritual, which I'm assuming is the combat option. We can leave the ritual in place and attempt to integrate the dream cult into our empire. I think that might get us a colony. But it's only a 50% chance of success. Let's go ahead and just search their logs and see what this gives us. So 2 turns, but it's guaranteed to succeed. I do desperately need Cosmite, so I'll accept that deal. Let's see. Is it time for accelerated force deployment? I believe it is. Okay. Well, I'll just start queuing up my things here. I don't want either of these. I'm going to save that for the Cosmite facility, which will reduce our Cosmite costs for units that we produce by upwards of 30%. But let's go ahead and build an industrial exploit in the next sector up. Right, Right here, we'll bribe them out of the food node. And we'll go ahead and take that reward, which allows them to immediately claim Ragsdale. Okay, where to next? So I'm looking at my capital colony here, and unfortunately, I'm not seeing any good options. So I'm going to need to build 2 residential districts out of it, but the only sector that it has, which doesn't have mountains in it, is this food node. Now I can go over to the Arborian zone. Actually, I guess that Ragsdale doesn't need that anymore since they have their second food site. So yeah, I guess I will move to the Arborian zone next, which would actually allow him to claim that cosmate there, so that's not a terrible idea. Okay, as for what they're going to do, though, I think that these West fights are just going to be too powerful for them at the moment. Ooh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have even moved over there. I definitely don't want to lose that entire stack. Okay. I think that this is probably going to be a good place to call this video, so I will pick it up next time. Thanks for viewing. See you next episode.